I have a lot of supporters, I have a lot of colleagues, I have my headquarters, and these people will not stop.
A slice of the life of Russian opposition figure Alexei Navalny, repeatedly arrested, months ago attacked with caustic dye in the street. He's trying to run in Russia's upcoming presidential election against Vladimir Putin. In Russian politics, cynicism is the safer choice. Putin seems unassailable, a movement against him dangerous or impossible. And yet Navalny has managed to build a movement. Why are his supporters risking so much for such a slim chance of change? Chris Brown went to find out.
Kaliningrad on the Baltic Sea may be geographically isolated from the rest of Russia, but it's still a dangerous place to support the opposition to Vladimir Putin.
So this is where the hole was?
Yeah.
Right here?
Yes, right here.
Igor Cherniak is just 19 years old, and he's risking his physical safety and his future to try to change Russia.
I heard like really instant like boom like sound that that felt like just a bang.
The bang turned out to be a brick crashing through the glass that landed just centimeters from Igor's head as he slept. The attackers also shot paint gun balls.
Brick landed here, and the whole bed was in glass.
You were right on.
Yeah.
All of it, he says, because he works for Vladimir Putin's nemesis, opposition figure Alexei Navalny.
They wrote offensive comments on the lobby, like of my close to my apartment. They were like, Navalny's fascist, Igor is fascist, and they draw like kind of offensive like pictures, obscene things. So I was kind of certain that it was solely because of the fact that I'm working there.
What does that say about this place?
It says that the establishment is scary as hell.
Привет, это Навальный с роликом «Как в кино».
Navalny, a lawyer, has never held elected office in Russia, but through his savvy use of the internet and his unrelenting focus on corruption in Putin's government, he's emerged as a political force. Navalny has been arrested and jailed for organizing rallies that have attracted thousands of young people. Igor says he was so inspired that every day he hops the bus and heads to Navalny's Kaliningrad office, where he's the guy in charge.
And the Navalny's campaign is that it's a complete, technologically based and totally innovative. When Navalny will be the president, Russia will have that the same traits.
But it's hard to see Navalny becoming president. The Kremlin has blocked his candidacy, citing a fraud conviction that his supporters say was fabricated. Still, he's vowing to continue campaigning for change for the future.
I've heard people say, young people your age say that Putin is like their parents' president.
Yeah, that's actually kind of descriptive, What he proposes to young intellectual people is not popular, and people just don't consider him seriously the way way everything goes right now. So, the wars, the Crimea invasion, and the way he his hawkish behavior.
As a local campaign manager, Igor says he's learned to be prepared for anything. He says any day, at any time, for any reason, the police could show up. That's happened 6 times already since the summer. Volunteers make sure they record everything that happens on their smartphones. Igor's deputy campaign manager was arrested and later expelled from university just for supporting Navalny. Navalny was in Kaliningrad in December and drew a crowd of several thousand. But it's not just problems with the law that worry his volunteers. Many have to deal with angry family members, too.
It's really difficult for me because my family is mostly against it.
Ali is 18 years old and she comes here in secret because her parents hate the fact she's supporting Navalny.
They think that we don't understand anything. We never learn the history of a country. We don't understand. It's just the main argument that we are just too young to know things, to know stuff, and it's all to make a country even worse, to make a revolution.
The Kremlin's propaganda demonizes Navalny. This video warns he's polluting the minds of young people and could cause a revolution and riots. Ali says her father has bought into that.
So he believes that Navalny equals chaos.
Yeah.
Equals revolution.
Mainly, yeah.
Equals
blood, yeah, all the stuff. A kind of a war in a country.
And is he wrong?
I hope he is, because it's just an election. Actually, it's okay in countries to have elections.
For Igor and the young team of Navalny supporters, avoiding arrest is a full-time job. So they picket, one by one, calling on the people of Kaliningrad to boycott the elections in March and to come to a day of protest later in January. But it's hard to win people over. Many who stopped said an election boycott is a ridiculous idea. Sure, with Putin there might be issues, this man told us, but if you elect someone else, you don't know what you'll get. Igor Cherniak is undeterred. He says he has big ideas.
When he was a child, I saw like those buildings and then like watching Home Alone film, you know what I mean? And so you see how like the discrepancy in the way people live.
He wants to change everything from the politics to improving the homes people live in.
By working with such highly independent people, very curious ones, and the youth who want to change Russia, I'm pretty hopeful. Like, if I wasn't, I wouldn't been working here.
Navalny has given a voice to young Russians who've only ever known Vladimir Putin as their president and who believe that life here could be better. Chris Brown, CBC News in Kaliningrad, Russia.